This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, this is Ravinder. Last week I have updated you guys. I'm going to start the Azure SQL DBA classes from 2nd Feb, in fact, but due to Ugadi festival, I am postponing this batch to 9th Feb 2022. And the course duration is 35 days, and course timings will be the same, like 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. every day, Monday to Saturday. This course is suitable for all SQL DBAs who are working as a SQL DBA. With any experience, they can learn to enhance their skill set. And please contact me on 91600346632 if anyone interested to join this batch on 9th of Feb. So this course basically divided into 10 modules. I'm going to cover the, like in the first module, we're going to talk about why we need to learn Azure Cloud right now and why it is getting popular and what are the advantages we have if we are moving to Azure Cloud, why we need to learn Azure when we have AWS and Google Cloud and all that will be covered in the first module. In the second module, we're going to talk about how do you create a free Azure subscription and how you manage with a minimal bill. I'm going to tell all the tricks to manage the bill and all that. And also we're going to talk about all the options that we need to know as a DBA or any cloud, like a profile. You need to know what are the options to manage the cloud options and all that we're going to talk about in the second module. Third module, we're going to see that how we can create the Azure virtual machine for database function, like to get the good performance from the VM. There are family of computers we have in the cloud. We have memory optimized, compute optimized, storage optimized, and we have general purpose computers. So which family of computers will be used when? We're going to discuss in detail, and what family would work for database operations, we're going to talk about in detail. And virtual machines, how do we make the virtual machine for automating SQL Server installation and migrating the disk snapshot to move the large backups, and you wanted to build the entire server from the existing server disk snapshot, uh, and we're going to talk about how do you migrate on-prem data to cloud using the disk migration from on-prem to cloud. So there are many practical operations we're going to do with the cloud VMs, which is actually towards SQL DB operations. We are not going to talk about too much of infrastructure, but whatever we're going to discuss is all about SQL DB operations. After that, we're going to talk about networking, because like a product is integrated to the platform. Again, platforms are VM. We can have it as a platform like networking, storage. These components we must know as a SQL DBA. So that's why I included networking topic also into the course. This course will cover how do you create networks, how you segment the network into subnets, and how do you create the machines inside the subnet, how you control the traffic within the subnets, within the networks, and through different networks, one region to other region. We're going to see in practical all of that. Then we're going to see that app services implementation to understand the load balancer, internal load balancer, external load balancer, geographic load balancer. We're going to cover in the sixth module. Then we're going to talk about storage, different types of storage, on each storage purpose, and how you take the VM backup, how you recover the VM in case of VM crash. All that will be covered in the seventh module. The important module for us is eighth module, in fact, how you create the Azure PaaS SQL Server database, what pricing model you're going to place the database, DTU model or vCore model, what is the main differences, when do we have to go to the DTU, when do we have to go to the vCore model, and how you can actually, like scale up and scale down. We're going to see all the, basic troubleshooting before we scale up and scale down, migrations, on-demand migrations, live migrations, security compliances, AD authentication integration, and we're going to talk about DR strategies, how we can build in the cloud, and we're going to do the lift and shift operations that is part of the migrations and all that. So almost everything what we can do in on-prem, we can also do in the cloud also. All those will be covered in detail. So whatever we do in on-prem, we do everything in the cloud in a different way, because cloud is given different options to operate. So we're going to discuss equivalent operations anyway. Implementing Azure Active Directory, how we can integrate the Azure services with the Azure Active Directory. So why we need Azure Active Directory also we will be explained, how we can integrate we're going to explain, and how we can automate in the Azure cloud. If it is a PaaS SQL Server, you will not have the skill agent. So to automate the operations, we will use Azure Elastic Agent Jobs, Azure Logic Apps. We can use Runbooks automation. We can use on-prem SQL automation. So there are many more automations we're going to talk about. So all these will be covered in detail, and this course is specifically designed, and end-to-end coverage will be there for SQL DBAs to get into the Azure SQL DBA profile. If anybody interested, please contact me on this number or WhatsApp me if I'm not responding your call if I'm busy anywhere. Thank you.